Have you ever wondered who the last powerful sultan of the Ottoman Empire was? The answer lies in the intriguing tale of Abdülhamid II. Born in Istanbul in the mid-19th century, he ascended to the throne in 1876, marking the beginning of a significant era in Ottoman history. The 34th Sultan of the empire, he was a man of strong convictions, unyielding determination, and a vision to strengthen the empire under the banner of Islam. Abdülhamid II was far more than just a ruler. He was a reformist, a leader, and a strategist. His reign, though riddled with challenges, was marked by his steadfast commitment to the empire's Islamic roots. He believed that the empire's strength lay in its unity, a unity that could only be achieved through a shared faith. In an era of rapid change and westernization, Abdülhamid II's Islamic direction was controversial. While some respected his commitment to preserving the empire's cultural and religious identity, others saw it as a regression. He was a beacon of traditionalism in a world that was rapidly modernizing, and this made him a target of criticism and opposition. Yet his reign was not just about religion, it was also about governance. He was a meticulous administrator who focused on modernizing and centralizing the empire's administration. He understood the importance of education and infrastructure, and he worked tirelessly to improve them. He was a ruler who believed in progress, but on his own terms. However, as with any leader, his reign was not without controversy. His staunch Islamic direction was at odds with the liberal secularists within the empire who sought westernization. This disagreement eventually led to his overthrow in 1909 by a group known as the Young Turks. Abdülhamid II was indeed a powerful figure, but his reign was not without controversy and opposition. His story is one of resilience and conviction, a powerful finale to the era of strong, influential sultans in the Ottoman Empire. Change is often brought about by those who dare to challenge the status quo. This was the mantra of the Young Turks, a group of Western-educated liberal secularists who took the stage of history at the turn of the 20th century. The Young Turks were not just any group. They were intellectuals, students, military officers, and professionals, united by their shared discontent with the Islamic direction the Ottoman Empire was heading under Sultan Abdülhamid II. For 33 long years, from 1876 to 1909, Abdülhamid II had steered the empire with a decidedly Islamic compass, a direction that the Young Turks vehemently disagreed with. Their discontent was not just about religion, it was about modernization, about embracing Western ideals and values, about leading the empire into a new era. And so they banded together, fueled by a shared vision of a secular modern Ottoman Empire. In 1909, the Young Turks made their move. They overthrew Abdülhamid II in a dramatic show of power, sending shockwaves through the empire. The Sultan, who had once held the reins of the empire, was now a figurehead, stripped of his power. But the Young Turks didn't stop there. They went on to choose Abdülhamid's brother, Mehmed Reshad, as the new sultan. But unlike his brother, Mehmed Reshad was a sultan in name only. The Young Turks held the real power, running the empire through an oligarchy of 3 ministers. This was a profound shift in power dynamics, a turning point in the history of the Ottoman Empire. The Young Turks had not just overthrown a sultan, they had taken control of an empire. They had dared to challenge the status quo, and in doing so, they had changed the course of history. The reign of Abdülhamid II came to an abrupt end, marking a significant shift in the empire's power dynamics. The Young Turks were now at the helm, steering the empire into a new era. Even after Abdülhamid II, the title of Caliph continued to exist, but it was merely a title. The once potent position of the Caliph, a leader with both spiritual and temporal authority over the Muslim world, was now devoid of any real power. The 3 individuals who held the office of Caliph after Abdülhamid II were Mehmed V, Mehmed VI, and Abdülmecid II. Each of these successors bore the title of Caliph, but none of them held the power that their predecessors once did. They were essentially figureheads, with the actual governing power resting in the hands of others. In 1924, a significant event occurred. The new Turkish parliament, a body representing the modern secular nation-state of Turkey, decided to abolish the Caliphate. This decision marked the end of an era, and the Ottoman family, including Abdülhamid II, were forced into exile. The title of Caliph, which had been a symbol of unity and authority in the Muslim world for nearly 13 centuries, was now a relic of the past. The legacy of powerful caliphs, a tradition that had started with Abu Bakr in 632 and upheld by Abdülhamid in the late 1800s, had finally come to an end. Abdülhamid II was indeed the last caliph to have power over the Muslim world, ending a tradition that had started in 632. Despite his overthrow, Abdülhamid II left behind a significant legacy. This man, who had once held the reins of the Ottoman Empire, passed away in Istanbul in the year 1918. His final resting place was a mausoleum, a dignified monument to his reign, nestled near the vibrant Sultanate Square, a place where he shares his eternal silence with Sultans Mahmud II and Abdulaziz. Abdülhamid II's legacy is an intricate tapestry woven with threads of power, change, and historical significance. His reign, though controversial, marked a significant chapter in Ottoman history. From 1876 to 1909, he steered the empire in a direction deeply rooted in Islamic principles. This path was a stark contrast to the liberal secularism that would follow his dethronement, led by the Western-educated young Turks. His reign was the last echo of a tradition that began with Abu Bakr in 632, a tradition of a strong, commanding caliph, a leader with real power in the Muslim world. After him, the caliphs that followed were mere figureheads, devoid of actual influence. The caliphate itself was ultimately abolished in 1924, marking the end of an era. The life and reign of Abdülhamid II, therefore, serves as a time capsule, preserving a moment in history when the caliphate held sway. The story of Abdülhamid II serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of power, change, and legacy in our history.